Alright, so we're just going on this hairpin bend, and all I have is I got it in a manual mode. Well, not manual, but that shift or whatever program on the steering wheel where it cancels out the rest of your gears, and so you're just kind of in second gear, just going down this grade. And putting it into third. But it goes down the hairpin bends pretty good. Like, you don't feel like you got to do a 2-3 point turn or anything like that. It kind of goes around just fine. So right now we're in third. Step it up a little bit. All right. All right, here comes another bend. So shifting it down to second. Point it down like that so you can see how it goes around, and then you can see kind of down there where we're going. Alright, and this looks more like a third gear turn. Yep. And this one coming up is a little bit sharper down there. So we're still in third. I'm gonna step it down a second as a matter of fact. But this is a pretty tight turn right here, so I'm able to execute it and stay in my lane, just like that. So on the drive up here, I actually got 8.8 miles per gallon. That's according to the computer in the car, but you know, those are not always accurate. So I look forward to actually looking at the, but I won't be able to tell, as a matter of fact. I'm just not going to be able to tell, because by the time I fill up, I'll have some city driving in too. So I won't be able to give you a real estimate of what I was actually getting on this road. But the computer at least says 8.8. And right now I'm averaging 30 miles per gallon according to the same computer, because I've just been going downhill and mostly in second and third. So, but crazy beautiful views out here though. It's super cool being out here, and I think the truck performed really, really well. Another little hairpin here. So I'm just forgetting the name of this shift system right here. Just using the buttons over here. It's they've got a name for it. So basically what it does is that it cancels out the other gears. So what you actually have is you've got 10 gears in this truck. So when you hit the button, it cancels out, like you hit one, the minus, it cancels one gear. Then you only have 9 gears. You hit it again, 8, 7, 6. So right now going down this steep grade, I've canceled all the gears except for 1 and 2. So the only gears that it can actually shift into is first and second. So, which is perfect for a grade like this. You just kind of go down. You can also switch it into real manual mode by pushing the lever into M, and then at that point you can actually kind of shift gears up and down. But I needed more to keep it in a particular range, which at this moment is between 1 and 2, so it kind of works out. Coming down on here, slight tap of the brake just because there's people in front of me, just so I'm not catching up to them. I personally like going uphill a whole lot better than I like going downhill. I feel like downhill, going downhill gives you the feeling of careening down a road. But when you're going uphill, you're actually powering the vehicle. So I feel like I'm more in control because I'm actually powering the vehicle up the hill. But, you know, that's what you get. So we got another hairpin, I believe, coming up. Yeah, this one's going to be a pretty substantial one. I'm still locked in second gear, so I won't touch that. And still in second, a little bit faster than, yeah, that's not bad. That's about what, 15 miles per hour is what it kind of keeps it in. And then I actually have to accelerate a little bit here. And shift into third because the engine was kind of revving pretty high. And then we've got this. So this is pretty cool what they do here. This is actually a brake check spot where they kind of stop you and check, have you been riding your brakes? So you can see the guy's got a thermometer right there, and he checks, he shoots your brake pads and sees if you're hot. If you're hot, you have to pull over to the side and then wait until your brakes cool off. So that's actually kind of cool. I can't open my window and talk to him because I just got my tint, so let's see if he gives us a go ahead. All right, and he says we're good to go, so we're good. So we'll keep on going. But you can see some of these cars right here, they got the hood open, the engine's overheating, and they kind of just parked there cooling them off. Fortunately, because we're pros, we don't have to do that. And everything else stays about the same, right? I'm not just gonna shoot video for the sake of video, but just in case people were wondering, how does it feel driving at, number one, at elevation, number two, going through windy roads in the mountains? This kind of gives you a general idea of what that feels like, and I think it performs well. Yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching. And that is the end of the trip. Just made it down Pikes Peak, and as you can see, the computer says 39.5 miles per gallon, which I'm pretty sure is likely not that accurate, but that's what the computer says. So somebody was actually, one of my contacts on here was saying that there's a way you can go into your what do you call that? Engine brake is still on. I need to shut that off. So there's a way you can go into your settings in your like the technician settings or something like that, and you can actually change the bias and kind of adjust it. So I'm going to wait until I've got about 4 tanks filled up so I can kind of get an idea of what I'm actually getting real world, and then there's a little calculation that you do to actually get that mileage. But for right now, this is me driving down Pikes Peak, and that is the mileage that the truck recorded. Still out here at Pikes Peak, just capturing a little footage of the truck in the wild.